Well, mate, happy Father's Day. Yeah, probably watching this now. Alright, man. So, look, I thought it was probably easy if I send you this quick video and just talk you through the next 4 weeks and also talk about your exercise as well, mate. So, I've got a few things prepared. Just bear with me. Alright. Alright, cool, buddy. Mate, so first things first, I'm just going to talk a little bit about your diet for the next 4 weeks. Alright, so cool. So, mate, so let's look at tomorrow morning, mate. So, look, what I want you to aim for is that within 30 minutes of getting up, mate, I want you to knock down 500 mils of water with a teaspoon of psyllium husk, and followed by a protein shake as well, mate. And mix that protein shake with water as well. Don't have milk with that. You want to have those all within 30 minutes of getting up. Okay. Now, mate, that's all that I want you to have for breakfast. I don't want you to have anything else. I don't want you to have any of those yogurts or danishes or anything like that. Lunch, mate, is completely up to you, except for breads. No bread, no breads, no pastries, no danishes, pizzas, pies, anything like that. None of that. Anything else, mate, you can have absolutely anything else. Dinner-wise, mate, again, you can have anything except for pasta, bread, rice, noodles, pizza, anything along those lines. Okay? Mate, the number one rule that I want you to follow for the next 4 weeks is no bread. Zip. Completely cut it out. And when I say bread, I mean no pizzas, no danishes, nothing along those lines. Nothing where you think it could be bread or a little bit of bread or the family of bread. No bread. Okay? Completely cut that out. Completely. Mate, now throughout the day, your fish oil tablets, knock down 6 of them. Ideally have them with food. The reason why, mate, is that sometimes you get a little bit of reflux and you burp and it tastes real gross, mate. So it's best to have it with food. So you know, before food or straight after food or even during food, that's fine. Over the 4 weeks, mate. I want you to gradually build that up to 10 fish oil tablets a day. Okay, it's up to you. It's completely up to preference. I know the pills are quite big, mate, but just work your way up to that. You know, ideally, if you can be knocking down 10 of those fish oil tablets within 2 weeks, that would be sweet. You'd be spot on. Cool. So throughout the day, mate, water-wise, look, I know you drink a little bit of water. You want to be drinking at least 1.5 litres of water throughout the entire day, and that's including the 500 mils that you're starting the day with. Okay. Yeah, and mate, also for bed as well, just before bed. I mean, when I say just before bed, I mean within 30 minutes. Have a glass of water, about 300 mils, and have a teaspoon of that LSA as well at that time. Okay, so yeah, so 1.5 minimum of 1.5 litres of water per day on that. Okay, mate, 3 rules that I want you to remember regarding your diet. Don't eat until you're full. You know, if there's tucker left on your plate, you know, and you're full, just leave it. You know, eat until you're comfortable. A tip here is, mate, is that eat, you know, half the meal, 3/4 of the meal, you know, where you feel comfortable, and just hang back for about 10-15 minutes and see how you feel. You know, if you still feel hungry, then go for it again. If not, mate, if you don't need to eat it, don't eat it. Okay? Don't do that. Second rule is minimize your sugar. Now, why do we minimize the sugar? And actually, I'll talk about why I'm going to get you to cut out all the breads and so on. Why we minimize those, mate, is that the aim of the game for weight loss is that your blood sugar, you need to keep that, all right, as consistent as possible. Now, when you have any sugar or breads, it actually spikes your blood sugar and you put on weight. It's as simple as that, mate. You might find, you know, you might feel the effects or remember the effects, you know, of when you eat some bread or some sugar or something like that, or, you know, drink a Coke or something like that, your energy levels spike and then you feel real tired on the other side. And that's the reason behind it, mate. So you want to try and do that. Third rule is minimize booze. Okay, I'm not going to tell you to cut it out because, Jesus, mate, that's, you know, unrealistic. So the reason why we're cutting out the booze is because your liver is the main organ in your body that's going to determine if you're going to lose weight or not. The reason why is that everything you put in your system, everything from, you know, creams on your skins, the foods you eat, to, you know, shampoo on your hair, it will go through your liver, and your liver is like a filter. Now, you know, the liver is not designed to put up with all the toxins and crap, and booze is toxins. Now, what happens is that it's going to clog the liver up, and so therefore, when you're eating actual real foods, your liver is not sure what to do with those real foods, because it's too busy fighting off all the alcohol and trying to clear itself like that. So what it does is that it stores the food that it should actually burn up into energy into fat. Okay, mate, so I hope that makes sense. So try and minimise your booze as much as possible. Don't get sucked in with any low-carb beers or any of that crap, because it's just garbage. But, mate, yeah, just keep that in mind, okay? Now, mate, look, I'm just going to recap your diet for the 4 weeks, mate, and just, tell you the reasons why I'm getting you to do this, mate, because I think that's really important. So 500 mils of water in the morning. You need to get your organs and everything moving really fast. It also helps boosting your metabolism. So, mate, just to remind you of your metabolism, I'm not quite sure if you know of it at all. Your metabolism is how fast your body burns energy. Okay, now we want that to be burning it as fast as possible, and we want it to be burning it when you're at rest, when you're sitting, when you're sleeping, when you're at work, that kind of thing. By drinking a glass of water in the morning is going to help give you a big kickstart, okay? The psyllium husk is just going to help clean out your system, okay? What we're trying to do is we're trying to flush your body as well, with part of this diet, and by psyllium husk is just going to help flush your intestines. Why do you have the protein shake in the morning? The protein shake, mate, is again similar to the water. It boosts your metabolism. It fires it right up, mate. It gives it a massive, massive boost. So that's why you want to be doing that. Well, the breads, pastas, rice noodles, we covered that before in the sugar. The LSA at night time, mate, the LSA is similar with the psyllium husk, is that it helps flush your system. It kind of makes all your intestines and everything all more slippery. Okay, I know that might be a little bit gross, but yeah, that's what it does. All right. And the fish oil tablets, while we're doing that, look, the fish oil is omega-3s, which is what's called an essential fatty acid. Now, your body needs these oils to function, and it helps actually burn fat. It helps your joints, it helps you burn fat, and what it does is helps your body determine what to burn. Okay. Now, booze, yeah, cover that as well, mate. Let's have a quick look. So, yeah, so cool, mate. So if you've got any questions about that, by all means, let me know. But let me just recap. Water in the morning with protein shake, psyllium husk. That's all I want you to have for breakfast as well. At lunchtime, mate, you can have anything you want except for any sort of breads. Dinners, you can have anything you want except for breads, pastas, rice, noodles, anything along those lines, okay? So, yeah, things that I want you to, keep in mind is, fruits, veggies, meats. I mean, they're king, mate. They're absolutely king. I mean, ideally, if you have some kind of, meat and veggies at night time, still can make a little bit more for you, and you can actually take that to work the next day, mate. I'm not quite sure if that's doable, if you've got a microwave at work or a little kitchen or something along those lines. Preparation is key along those lines, especially for your tucker, believe me. Cool, buddy. Next thing along is your exercise. So, mate, I've got 4 exercises that I want you to do 4 times per week for the next 4 weeks. Okay, now this is done for time. Now what this means is that you're going to do these 4 exercises 3 times through as fast as you can. So I'm going to get you to get your little iPhone out, set the timer, and go as fast as you can for those for those 4 rounds. Sorry, for those 4 exercises for those 3 rounds. Yeah, all right. So make sure you do that, mate. Now, by this is that it's up to you how much rest you have at this time. You just got to get it completed, okay? So, mate, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to jump here behind, and I'm going to show you I'm going to show you the 4 exercises that I want you to do, okay? So, bear with me. Cool. So, buddy, I hope you can see me. So, Steve-O, the first one is 20 body weight squats, okay? Now, this is up to you how far you come down. Obviously, in the beginning, mate, take your time and gradually work your way around. So, look, I'm going to stand on the side because that's the best way to do it. Arms out in front, okay? Now, a good way to start with this is get a chair behind you just so you can help. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to lead with the hips and sit back into it. Okay? Now, mate, if you can only come down this far, that's cool. That's fine. Every single time you do this exercise, just try and go that little bit further down, okay? You're going to feel the weight in your heels. So it's 20 of them, okay? Next exercise is push-ups, okay? Now, I'll pop on down here, mate. Look, you know what a push-up is, buddy, but there's a little variation I'm going to show you. So it's 20 push-ups. If you can do the full push-ups, mate, ideally go with that. But, see how you go, work your way up with it. Otherwise, you can drop on your knees, which is right here, and do the same thing. if you're having trouble with them, mate, oh, I'm not quite sure if this is working. It's just dropped out. If you have trouble with them, do the same thing but push-ups on the edge of the couch, okay? Next exercise, so 20 of those push-ups. Next thing is what's called a bird dog. Now let me show you what this is. So it's on all fours. You're gonna look a little bit silly here, buddy. Hands under your shoulders, knees under your hips. What you're gonna do is you're gonna lift your left leg and your right arm, like this, with your thumb up in the air. Bring them in, and you kind of want to come into a little bit of a ball and go back out again. So that is 10 each side, okay? Next one is called hip thrusters. Now you're going to look stupid doing this, but I'm sure you're going to be doing it in the living room, so don't worry about it. Again, it's 20 of these. Knees bent, feet on the ground, hands by your side, mate, looking straight up, lifting up here. Cool? So that's it, mate. So you got to do 20 of those bad boys, knock them out. All right, mate. So look, there you have it. I think I've covered everything that I wanted to, mate. I'll let you have a watch. Give me a bell if you got any questions. All right, buddy. See you, mate.